I'd like to give you another example of using octaves with the low E, crunchy kind of stuff. We like to do this in Testament. What I'll do is I'll show you the bar chord, and then I'll play the octave so you can hear the difference. So, for instance, a riff like... Okay, now I'm going to try the octave, and I think what the octave does is just gives it a little bit more of a brighter sound, and especially when you're doubling, it thickens it up a lot. So I'll do the same riff with the octave. Another thing I like to do when I'm doing octaves is like if I'm going up to the last note going out of it, I like to shake it a little bit, and it works really well because it's not a bar chord, and it gets kind of messy if you try to shake a chord like that. But with an octave, you get a really cool sound, almost like a put together like, which works really well. So for instance. Another thing I like to explain is like when you're doing octaves, so you just don't run into the problem of hitting other strings, is, there's two ways to do it, whatever you're more comfortable with. My hands are a little bit smaller. So what I like to do is I like to use my pinky and my index finger for octaves. And this finger, I kind of mute the string in between so you don't get whatever noises and stuff. So what you do is you just want to mute it a little bit so it just lays on it so you're not actually hitting that note. So for instance. Just got to be careful. So when you strum it, basically most of the time, I haven't really thought about this, but this finger right here is always going to just kind of cover that instead of just going like this. So it kind of hits a little bit. You're really not going to hear that, but just be aware of that when you're doing octaves, is try to mute the string in between.